What's up, y'all? This is Brave, and I'm back for another review of Love and Marriage Detroit. This is season 1, episode 10, Wish Upon a Star Factory. Y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest. I kind of forgot about this show because if I'm being completely honest, this show can be very boring at times. But you know what? Let's just jump right into the review. So we start off with, what's his name? Brandon. He's with his mom. They're having this therapy session. He goes on to talk about how, when his dad would call him, his dad would basically ask for whatever he needed and then rush off the phone because he felt like Brandon was, busy doing whatever Brandon was doing. So he didn't want to burden him, right? So Brandon goes on his confessional to talk about how, he doesn't want his mom to feel the same way that his dad did, basically pushing him away. But that kind of made me start to think, what type of relationship did Brandon have with his parents? Because did you push everybody away and kind of like go into your own world? Because I'm sorry, when it comes to Brandon, he gives me that vibe that he's the type of person that I got my own things going on that I'm trying to handle, and I'm over here working on this, so I don't have time for you. Like, it sounds to me like he did not have time for his parents, and his parents got used to that. So when they would talk to him, it was very, let's keep it short because Brandon, he ain't really rocking with us like that. Whether it be his mama or his daddy, okay? So like now for him to say, I want to have this relationship with my mom, like that's super great. However, y'all have so much disconnect over the years. That's going to be a lot of like rebuilding. Y'all starting at ground zero. And like even the mom talking about how, she tried to have a conversation with him about getting signatures for voting or whatever. She probably tried to open the conversation about politics. He didn't have nothing to say. Like, I'm pretty sure if you was talking about music or something, he would open up. But because you're talking about what you have going on, Brandon ain't listening. I feel like Brandon is the type of person that if you talk about what he got going on, he gonna be an open book. But whatever you are worried about and what you got going on in your life, he don't care. I'm just gonna throw it out there. So Brandon and his mom, they decide that they're going to work on their relationship and, move forward. Great for them. Let's slide on over to Christina. She's actually having an event at Harper Ray, the brand that her and Kobe were fighting over. Next thing you know, Kobe, she shows up. And of course, at her confessional, she says that, she feeling a little bit of a way because this is the same brand that she was hoping to work with, And I just kind of feel like it would have been great to see both of the ladies co-hosting this event. But if this is what we got to suffer through, let's suffer through it. Next thing you know, LaToya comes. She says that she knows a couple of the influencers there or whatever. And I'm just like, here these ladies go. They're about to be fake. Because none of them like each other. Alright, so next thing you know, Bravo girl, she show up. I can't remember her name. Here's the thing. What was this whole event about? Like, they talked about, oh yeah, it's great for networking. Who's networking? Like, not even the people that's there are networking outside of the cast. Next thing you know, of course, all the cast members, they go to a table so that way they can chit chat. Christina comes over, thanks them for showing up, goes on and on and on about how, things could have went left because her and Kobe had an issue, but she's glad that Kobe is there. All of this. And Kobe is just staring at her while she's talking like, please shut up. Like, I feel like that was her facial expression. Christina, please shut up. And I agree. Because Christina was doing so much talking in this moment. I'm like, girl, take a breath. So Kobe, she starts talking and she's like, congratulations on this collaboration. I'm always going to support you, blah, blah, blah. So LaToya being LaToya, she jumps in and she's like, okay, so can we possibly get a future collab between these two ladies? Ma'am, mind your business. Don't ask them nothing when it comes to these collaborations. Did they just sit up here and play in our face? Talking about we could possibly work together. Absolutely. They about to lie and connive and pretend like they could possibly work together. But we all know that ain't about to happen. At all. And also, I realized in this scene, the girls on this show, they really dress like they from Detroit. You can take that how you want to. Y'all, let's move on to Star Factory, okay? This is the day before the actual showcase. So we have Brandon and Christina there just to like check out the talent, make sure they're on point before the big show. Baby Naija comes strolling in her best Fashion Nova outfit, and she starts to sing her little ditty of a song. This is what you working on, Brandon. This is the artist that you see so much star power behind. Okay. I see why it ain't no stars coming out of Star Factory. And then we see Christina giving this girl critiques. And everything that Christina said was actually, it was valid. You know what I'm saying? She even told her how to do a run. And Christina sounded great. And I'm just like, you mean to tell me, Brandon, you have Christina, who is number one, a great singer, number two, knows what she's talking about, and you don't utilize her at all in your business? That's crazy. That right there lets me know that Brandon is an idiot. Because not only did you not push your wife's career, you know, as far as music goes, but you can actually utilize her in your business. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to be like, you know, hands-on all the time, but being like the image consultant, getting the girls' vocals together, like make her a creative director or something. Brandon is really dropping the ball in that area. But let's slide on over to Russell and Kobe. Basically, he's not going to buy a gym because, according to him, the people on the other side of things, they're not handling their finances or something like that. Don't really care. I feel like that was a made-up storyline. As far as him and Kobe, though, she decides that they need to go to counseling to keep their marriage, you know, going. Good for them. Let's move on. We get Anthony and LaToya. They had a whole conversation, y'all, and I completely zoned out because I did not care what they were talking about. Let's get to the damn showcase, okay? Alright, so at this showcase, it actually looked like they had a pretty good turnout. It was a lot of people in the place or whatever. So they're basically giving the artist pep talks or whatever, or at least Brandon and Christina are. Naija, she shows up, and they're trying to give her a little pep talk. She's looking around talking about so where's the stage? Girl, it's right behind you. Yes, it's a small stage. However, you are a small talent, okay? Slow your roll. Now, according to Brandon, y'all, this whole showcase, you know, it's going to change his career. Everything is riding on this showcase for him. Either people are going to rock with him or they aren't. And I'm just like, sir, I'm going to need for you to have other things going for yourself and your company, so that way this little showcase isn't what's going to make or break you. But nonetheless, the showcase starts. You know, people are up there performing. You see Christina and the rest of the cast of women. They all are wearing matching green. I said, what is happening here? Was this filmed around St. Patty's Day? Like, what's going on with all the green? Next thing you know, Lyrique shows up. He wearing green as well. You already know this makes Brandon shaking his boots. Because once Lyrique hit the dough, Brandon is like, this man is not on the list. I'm just like, with all these people up in here, who cares if Lyrique shows up? Just relax, man. Play it cool. So, of course, Lyrique, he goes to talk to Christina because they used to work together back in the day. Now, who is peeping the scene, y'all? Kobe. Because she's just that nosy, talking about there is this guy talking to Christina and she seems so enthused. Like, girl, where's your husband at? Where's Russell? Mind your own business. So next thing you know, Naija gets on the stage, right? Now, this is Brandon's make it or break it artist, right? She gets up there and she does the best that Naija can do. Listen, that's what Christina said, okay? She did the best that Naija could do. She definitely needs some work. I feel like she was, you know, mouthing the words to the backtrack. Yeah. Brandon, I'm going to need for you to put in a little bit more work at the Star Factory. So we actually see Brandon walk away. And Lyrique takes notice of that, so this is his time to shine and go talk to Christina. And he's like, why you not up there performing? And of course she tells him that she ain't no artist or whatever. And he's basically trying to tell her, like, listen, you need to get back out there. I'll produce a record for you. Just make sure you talk to your husband first or whatever. And she's like, what do you mean by that? He's basically like, so that way he don't get in the way of us working, number one. And number two, so that way Brandon will let you sing again, girl. So Lyrique is like, oh, we could go ahead and do a song. Keep in mind, Brandon is walking up. And he's like, we should do a song with her or whatever. And he tells her, just do one song with me. And she like pinky swears and all this stuff or whatever. Brandon in his confessional whining about how, oh my gosh, this man has the audacity to talk to my wife, and he's already poached after my clients. Now he's poaching my wife. I'm like, calm down, Brandon, please. So Christina actually ends up pulling them to the side so that way they can like squash their beef, because their beef is really stupid. And like she said, I already knew Lyrique from way, way back in the day. Hell, she don't even call him Lyrique. She calls him by his damn government name. She calls him Sean. And she basically had to coddle Brandon in that moment to be like, already know I love you, babe, and all of this stuff. Brandon, go sit down somewhere. Because all your insecurities are showing right now. It is crazy to me that you was out here working with your artist, lying to your wife, doing all types of sneaky things, but let her run into somebody from her past that she did not even date, and now you tripping. That's crazy to me. So Lyrique says that he never tried to steal any of Brandon's clients. However, Brandon has heard things differently. So at this point, they are going to put a little water over the bridge, and we gonna see if, we get a season 2 of this show, and Brandon and Lyrique have an actual grown man conversation. All right, y'all, so let's go ahead and wrap this on up the same way they did. It's the end of the showcase. Everybody is talking about how great it was. We get the bromance hug out of Anthony and, what's his name, Brandon. And of course, Russell ends this thing with a prayer. Y'all, let's be completely honest. I don't even know if a season 2 is worthy. Like, I'm sorry, it's not worth it. I don't think we need a season 2 of Detroit. I'm sorry, the cast did not bring it. It was too many storylines involving the men, and this show just was not that girl. I get it, Carlos. You wanted it to be, but it just wasn't. I get that you from Detroit, but you should have found some new people. Y'all, let me know what y'all thought about this. Are y'all gonna, possibly watch it if there's a season 2? Because I don't think I will. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I will talk to y'all in my next review. Bye, guys.